Good morning, everybody, or should I say good day. How's everybody doing this morning? Sorry about the late start, technical difficulties already. Went to go shut one window down and ended up shutting the wrong three. Well, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock. So, I mean, hey, accidents happen. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Slow Swede. Hey, Hemfried. Oh, hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, we are. We are. Things here are going great. Everybody's doing fine. Dogs are fine. Wife's fine. Kind of cranky, but she's fine. But everybody's doing great here. And hope y'all are too. Hope y'all's families are doing well. Friday morning. Yes, Friday morning. Yes, let's see. This is the start of Friday, Saturday. Imfreed's weekend. Start of Imfreed's weekend. What is going on? I didn't hit any key, and then all of a sudden now I've got something seriously going on here. Is this going to be a busy one? Yeah, we're going to have a busy weekend too. Doing the dip today. Yes, I'm doing the dip today. I will be making it tonight, and we will be having it tomorrow. Yes, we will. I went and picked up the stuff again, and we are ready for it. So before we go live tonight, or before Jimmy goes live tonight, I will have already got it made. And oh yeah, you got your Discord working on your PC finally? Good, that's good to hear. For some reason, I have elements keep opening up on Windows, and I don't know why. I'm not hitting any keys. I'm not hitting any controls. I'm not hitting anything, and it's doing it. Okay, we'll have to find this out later as to why. It's just starting to be a little bit of an annoyance, but it's okay. We're going to do a little bit of exploring this morning. We're going to go into some systems we haven't been to yet. Let's see. We're going to go to system HIP 95446. Yes, we're going to go far out today. We're going to start at 100 light years. No, I haven't broke the PC already. Everything was running fine last night, and now all of a sudden I keep having this stuff opening up, and I'm not hitting anything. I don't even have that key bound to anything. What a way to start the day. So we're just going to go ahead and get this little adventure started. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But no, I'm not chucking Coors across the United States. Let's see if I can get away from these structures before hitting them today. Autodoc yesterday drove me into them. I really have no idea what's going on. It's too early. My mind's not working yet. But there's no telling. There is absolutely no telling. Yeah, I slept good last night. I'm beyond. I should be beyond awake, but full impulse. Powered engines. Now, before we get too far away, let's make sure we actually have a couple things fitted. All right, that's looking good. And we're jumping. I hate when I restart mine and it opens like 5 different programs. I don't mind it open the programs as long as I've got them set up to do that. But this thing is just, and it's shrinking my windows. Unfortunately, it's also shrinking my chat window. Never seen it before. Never like that. All right, we got to get a little distance from the sun here. That's not good. Your old eyes need to be as big as possible. Thanks, Imfried. Thank you. Thank you. And you see, even Worf thanks you. Engage Warp. Align for next sector. Let's see, how many jumps do we have to get there? We got 4 more jumps to go. Figured I might as well start early. Well, you definitely are. Definitely are. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm used to it. Believe me, I'm used to it. All right, we're going to scoop some fuel here from the sun. Be careful of heat so we don't get too hot. There we go. As we move away. Engage warp. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and start early. Believe me, I'm ready for it. I knew you were. I knew you were. For some reason, everybody was in an ornery mood last night and giving it to me. They were all giving me the business. Everybody was. I mean, everybody was. Heck, even my wife was. She still does not get why I get up early to do this. She doesn't. Try to hurry up and fill up our tanks. Okay. Engage warp. But I enjoy doing it. That's all that matters. It's kind of like the game she plays. She enjoys doing it. Well, I enjoy doing this. And I've tried to explain the concept to her several times, but maybe that would help. Turn on game sounds just a little bit. It can be fun when your friends actually show up and chat with you. Yeah. It's a lot of fun when anybody shows up to chat, but yeah. But she just doesn't get the concept of it, I think. Come on. Come on. Scoop a little bit. don't want to get too close to the sun. Okay, we were at 70 some odd percent. We definitely don't want that. Gauge warp. It's okay. It's all good, though. It's okay. I have a good time doing it. I hope y'all have a good time while y'all are here. That's the whole purpose of it. I'm going to try to recruit one more person to help you with what I asked you about with yesterday. All right. Sure thing. Sounds good. Sounds good. And like I said, just let me know whenever she wants to start. We'll get right to it. Oh, we are here. Ooh, got 17 bodies. Hey, pretty good. So let's go ahead and get right to number one. Go ahead and get some fuel from the sun while we're here. There we go. That way you don't feel super obligated to be there. I know everyone has more left to take care of and handle. Yeah, there are times when, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to help out. I'm glad to help her out. We'll keep all the troublemakers out. Try to make it as peaceful and as calm and quiet for her as possible so she can enjoy doing it. See if she likes doing it. And yeah, be chatting with crap. I really I forgot that fast what I was doing. I don't want to orbit. Now I got to hurry up and slow down. Yeah, I am a little close now. I was forgetting to keep an eye on that world to see my distance so I can get the scanners in, and instead we were coming into orbit. Let's see if I can do it while I'm this close. Let's see while I can do it. If I can do it while I'm this close. I still have to move further back. Well, should be fine. Should be fine. Looks like we're getting it. Looks like we are. Hey, Phantom. Good morning, sir. How are you doing today? Ah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Phantom. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in a good friend of the stream, Mr. Phantom Gaming HD TV, otherwise known as Booster Seat Racer or Baby Seat Racer, depending upon who you ask. Really great guy, really great friend. If you don't know who he is, please click that link over, give him a follow, leave his notification bell alone. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. I thought I recognized the voice I heard. I like the look. Thanks, Imfried. Yeah, I did something yesterday. I have not been able to stand long hair since I was in the military, and my hair was just too long and drive me crazy. And my barber closed, so I had to go find another barber. So I had to pick one here in town, and really nice guy, really nice. And because some of the shops are still closed down, I had my choice between him, which I wasn't sure of, or go to a beauty salon. That wasn't happening. Oh, come on. Come on. And yeah, I wasn't going to a beauty salon because that's where my mom used to take me when I was a kid. Going up in there with all those ladies getting their hair done, it's like, no, we're not doing that again. All right, Phantom, you take it easy, sir. You get yourself some good rest. And thanks for dropping in this morning. Take it easy and have yourself a good day. All right, we were still approaching that world. It's because we were too close to it to start with. We'll be a little bit more careful with this one. Yeah. We're not going to get so close to this one. Going to provide a little bit more distance where we could sit back to it and then just come on in and tag it. This is why you shouldn't read chat and drive. You forget what you're doing. That's what Jimmy does. That's what he does. That's the reason why he drives into everything. Like that day he set the tractor or harvester to keep going in a straight line, and he got up and walked away, and he came back. He was, what, a field over and ran into a building, and he wasn't even there. I love it when he's sitting there and he just runs into things, not paying attention. It was it was funny. It was funny for me. I mean, and I created his Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy just out of thin air one day. It started out as just a joke between us on Discord, and next thing I know, I'm just rattling it off. And he goes, "You ought to record that." So I went and made a recording of it. Didn't have a script. I just did it off the top of my head. And you could tell that because there was a couple pauses in there where I had to stop to think real quick about what I was going to say because something didn't sound right. I had to make it sound legit. But I've got another couple things in the works for him. A couple other good things. And it's going to be something that really going to catch everybody off guard. All right, we're approaching our optimal stop range here. All right. Efficiency is 6 probes. Let's see if we can do it in 5. Number 4, launch. Number 5. And it's still funny to hear. He gets paying attention to chat, not what his equipment is doing. Man, that's all the time. That's all the time. That's what makes the joke so perfect, because he doesn't pay attention. Then, of course, we had to advance his business onward to the Red Dirt Ranch Airlines. And then we got the Sheep Lovers Online, or sheeploversonly.com. The Sheep Lovers Only came about with when I was up there visiting him, and they were ragging on me about the sheep thing. So, yeah, I'm staying off that airline. Yeah, it's better. It's better. And we were sitting there at dinner one night celebrating his birthday, and we just rattled it off. And this is what we came up with. Can barely hear it. All right. Yeah, that started about at dinner. Phantom and Dilligaff 1981 were there, and they were just about falling out of the chair when I was just rattling that off the top of my head. And they're up there, yeah, you need to record that. You need to record that. And the day I got home, I recorded it so I wouldn't forget about it. I try to write down the ideas as fast as I come across them so I don't forget. And then this way here, I can go back later and write a script for them so that when I do start to record them, I can tag the bright essence. And then I fly past the planet because we were going too fast. We're just going to go ahead and go past it a little bit more. Let's get it out of its scanner range, and then we're going to turn around and come back to it. All right. There she sits in all her little glory. Now we're going to fly back in just a little bit closer to it. Yeah, I record everything. I make sure it sounds good. And then I alter my voice. I try to make it to where it doesn't sound like me. I'll sit there and play with the controls, and I manipulate the voice, and I make it deeper, and I make it darker. I've got one idea for something I have to do, and I've got to figure out how to do it because I want to add sound effects behind it. That one's going to have to wait until I get the studio fixed upstairs for that one, because that one's going to take a lot of work to do. For a while, I didn't know it was you till I started watching your stream. Yeah, it was me. It was me. And the amazing part is when he started playing it, a lot of people didn't know it was me. He didn't tell them. And then all of a sudden, one day, he just decided to tell somebody when they asked who it was. But we were having our pre-stream meeting, and I just started doing it. And he was laughing, and he was trying to record it. He couldn't get it recorded in time. So I did it for him. But like I said, you could tell I was doing it off the top of my head because there are a couple pauses in the middle of it that. But since that one was made specifically for him, and everything that I make specifically for him, I don't play here on my stream. Sheep Lovers Only is the only one because the fact it kind of bleeds over between his and mine. And but he's the one who started all the sheep things that I had to go ahead and accept and go for, and that's the reason why I got little sheep icons all over the place. I had to embrace the sheep. And I love the guy that we rated yesterday because apparently they were talking something about Astroglide about 30 minutes before I rated him. And he was laughing about that I did tag him. I did go to his stream, brought everybody over to him. But yeah, I always try to obscure my voice a little bit. I try to make funny voices while I'm doing it, and I still alter them afterward. But there was one point in Red Dirt Ranch Airlines when I was recording it that there was no way, absolutely no way I could get past this one line without laughing because it's no frills airline. And every time I got up to the line of, if we're going to crash, put your hands in the air and wave them all about while screaming, it doesn't help, but it sure looks funny. I could get through the entire thing, but when I got to that one line, I lost it every time. So I had to piece it together between 3 different takes. The first one captured everything else, the second one captured that one line, and then the third one captured the rest because I couldn't stop laughing thinking about it. So I think the biggest pause in that ad is the snacks offered section. What snacks? There are no snacks. No frills airline, no seatbelts. To disembark the plane, you're given a parachute, you're pushed, kicked, or cattle prodded off of it. Because you were pictured a plane full of people. Yeah. Yeah, I was. And I'll admit it, I was. As I was doing the script, I was picturing it like it was an actual commercial, and I could somehow see everybody doing that and I thought about the scene from the movie Airline. That's the reason why I put it in. It was the perfect fit. I mean, the airplanes are constructed from the driving academy graduates. They're flown by them, so why not? All right. Here's our next planet in the system. We're doing this to get some exploration points and some cash. Mainly a lot of cash. No red dirt. Oh, the red dirt traffic. Yeah. But I've got plans for a couple others. I created one that was really questionable. We decided not to do it because there could be too much controversy over it. So I scrapped that one. I actually forgot what the idea was. Before we jump to the next sector, after we get through scanning all these planets, we're going to go back to the sun, get some more fuel. Just to make sure we don't run out anywhere. So we don't want to run out of fuel out here. But all in all, with all of it, it's all just good, clean fun. That's all we want. The whole purpose is to make everybody laugh. You know, that's what I enjoy doing. I like making everybody laugh. And we fly past the planet again because I am too busy talking. That's okay. We'll catch it on the flip side. Come in slowly until we start getting within scanner range. You know, I actually thought about redoing his driving academy one. I actually thought about it. And what's so funny is the fact that we didn't realize that everybody else would start catching on to it. And he and I were watching another stream and people were talking about it. And the streamer was part of the Red Dirt Ranch Driving Academy, or he was a graduate from it. And we never realized we had actually made it to that point. But yeah, people started mentioning it in other streams, and it was like, wow. I didn't realize it got around that much, but it had. So I guess people really liked it. Damn it, Imfried. Imfried, thank you for the 150 bits. You are, yeah, you wait for that perfect opportunity, don't you? Damn, dude. Make me pee all over myself. Wow. Thank you for that 150 bits, sir. You really messed me up here. You know, it's so bad. That thing used to never bother me, and then all of a sudden it has. But thank you, sir. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Mr. Imfried is, he's a good friend of the stream. Please make sure you go check him out. Click that link. Go give him a follow. Leave his notification bell on, and make sure you tell him Master I sent you over. Really great guy, great friend of the stream, and I'm going to fix it, set up on the auto shout out. But thank you, Imfried. And thank you for scaring the damn tarnation out of me. Wow. You know, one day you're gonna do that to me, and I'm gonna say something I'm probably gonna regret. You're welcome. Man, you're gonna catch me off guard. My mouth is just gonna take off. But you do that at the perfect time when I'm not paying attention. Whoa, I really overshot that one, but somehow I got the 1% I needed. Man, I like doing that, Jimmy, though, while he's drinking. That's the perfect time. That is the perfect time. Watching him spit water and Red Bull and Monster all over the place. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why? Because I'm just that kind of mean person to do it. But welcome in, everybody. I hope y'all are having a great day so far today. It's Friday. Hopefully, most of y'all will be starting the weekend without having to work. And I hope the weather's perfect where y'all could go outside and be able to do something. I know the weather here is going to be really, really bad. Supposed to have some bad storms tonight, tomorrow morning. But Sunday's supposed to be pretty decent. But I got a lot of work I need to get done inside my house, so that's probably where I'm going to be most of the time. I think my wife is already regretting the decision to give me the upstairs bedroom so I can make it the studio. I think she really is, because I think she knows I'm going to go all out on it, at least for what I want. We're not going to overfly this world. Yeah, Freed, you're welcome. See, we're slowly coming in because I really don't want to overfly this one like I have all the others. Gonna wait till we just get inside scanner range. And there we are. We launch our scan probes. We shouldn't need the sixth one. That one should be enough right there to get a full scan for us. Ooh, barely. It barely got it. All right. Moving onward to our next planet. This way here we can get the entire system done instead of certain worlds. Sometimes I do certain worlds, other times I just go for all of them. Get more money for all of them. I'm one of the people that started telling the streamers they graduated. I mean, it just started out as a good joke. It was just a random thing one day because somebody made a comment about why don't you start a driving academy, and in our pre-stream meeting, and then all of a sudden I just started rattling it off the top of my head and everybody just started laughing. It's like, okay, it'll be perfect. It's all good, sir. It's all good. I'll send it to Jimmy and Arik. I think I know what you're making. Really? Yeah, you are. Kind of like the day you made the clip of me saying I was 198. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I've decided I'm going to let you slide on that one. Yeah, I know you're up to something. You're up to something because you're always up to something. You're like me. Yes, you're always up to something. It's the reason why at night when people realize I'm being quiet, they think I'm up to something. I'm not. There's no telling what I'm doing behind the scenes. I'm just glad I have a PC you can make better clips. Yeah, that's what I figured you were doing. That's exactly what I figured you were up to. Yep. Go right ahead. Ithagar, how you doing this morning? Welcome in. Someone doing older style planet scan? I've just started playing this game not that long ago, so it's all new to me. Yeah, I think I started playing this game maybe what about 3 weeks ago? So yeah, it's all completely new to me. Oh, I am. I really am. It's been a long time since I found a space-based game that I really enjoy playing, and this is definitely it. I've been trying to read up on all the guides because I know that there's still a lot of stuff about this game that I don't know, and trying to get caught up on it as quickly as I could. There definitely is a lot. Yes. Rithgar, thank you very much for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome to the Delta Fleece. And I have had a lot of people from the Elite Dangerous community come in to give me all kinds of tips and advice. And that's something that hasn't happened in any of the other games I've played and streamed. So it shows me that the community is great. It's fantastic. Yes, it is. It is a very supportive community. And I've only seen one other game where the community is exactly like that, and that's the farm sim community, where people are always willing to give advice and help somebody out if they don't know exactly what to do. But I mean, the amount of help I've received from everybody has been absolutely fantastic. It has been fantastic. I've played some games where the community was just, man, but everybody's been amazing. They've been welcoming. And I've just been having a good time learning everything. You know, having people laugh along the way while I blow up. Don't say it, Imfried, because I know you will. But hey, the whole purpose of everything is just to have fun. It's just to have fun, relax. It's kind of like a mini escape. Being able to laugh at yourself blowing up is important. Oh, yeah. I'm like that in any game. I think the only game where it really gets to me a little bit is when I play Warzone. I think that's the only game I let it get to me just a little too much. Kind of like flying by the planets like this. So I wasn't paying attention. And I think most of the time Warzone just kind of gets to me a little bit because I'm wasn't paying attention and somebody got a little too close to me. And but those are the best parts, and you are Red's main pilot. Well, Imfried, I learned that in Warzone that when Jimmy is flying a helicopter, I always have to be ready to bail out because he likes trying to fly into people to kill them. Unfortunately, he runs in the building and kills his team instead. But yeah, I mean, always sitting back laughing at yourself when you're doing something crazy in a game to get yourself killed. I mean, that's just part of it. And then of course you got your friends who won't let you live it down, such as one day I had a cargo drop catch me up against a pillar and land on top of me and kill me. That one was ludicrous. It's like the pillar had fly paper on it or something because I got stuck to it and I couldn't move. And then all of a sudden the crate just bounced and crushed me. Everybody was laughing. And what was I supposed to do? I was sitting there cussing and I just started laughing about it. It's like, well, it happened. I learned watching you guys. I'm better off walking than flying or driving with y'all if Jimmy is doing it. Yeah, kind of like one guy I used to play PUBG with. We could drive through one wooden fence, but when he tried to drive through that same wooden fence in a different area, we hit it and blew up. Just got to sit back and laugh. You know, kind of fuss a little bit, but then you sit back and laugh about it because it was something so stupid and so simple that killed you. I threw a grenade in the house one time and bounced downstairs, and I killed our entire team. That's when my team decided I was no longer allowed to carry grenades. Much like Jimmy is no longer allowed to use the terrain editor after he built this humongous swimming pool that went all the way down to China and everybody on Twitch could have fit into it. The only way he could fix it was to roll his server back in the middle of a planted field, I think it was. Let's see. Yesterday I went to a planet and landed and forgot to lower the landing gear. So I belly flopped. And then I took the SRV out to go scan this thing and didn't know I wasn't supposed to go in the trespassing zone. And then I had the drone shooting at me, so I shot back at him. I got fined for that one. I didn't know. In any game, when something starts shooting at you, you shoot back. And trying to get back to the ship, I ended up hitting a rock and blowing up because I only had 1% hull left on my SRV. So, I mean, you got to laugh. But as long as everybody's having a good time, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I mean, we all do crazy things like that in games, especially while we're learning. Unfortunately, sometimes when you're experiencing games, you still make mistakes and hit the wrong buttons. And yeah, like go to tag players and instead throw grenades. Trying to be quiet and you hit the wrong button and you stand up. Right. Coming in oh so slowly. Increase the speed just a little bit to where we can start getting there just a little faster. There she is. There she is. Thumbs aren't ready to work very well this morning. So where I want to get the controller to go just a little bit, my thumbs are moving a little too far. 1%, 1%. Ooh, a little bit of bad overshot. All right, increasing throttle. Mm, mm. Blaze and Butterfly, thank you very much for the follow, ma'am. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome to the Delta Fleece. I hope you're doing well this morning. We're just continuing our adventures in deep space here, doing some little exploration this morning. Getting some exploration experience. Getting some credits when we go to sell this. And this weekend, we're going to start going off to go find our engineers and what all we need. Morning, doing okay? Trying to wake up yet? Yes, ma'am. I've now been awake for 2 hours and I'm still not fully awake yet. I slept so hard last night, I don't remember my head hitting the pillow. I noticed yesterday while she was sleeping, she wasn't following you, so I had to remedy the situation. Oh, I thought she had. I thought she did. Working on your first cup of coffee? Man, I'm about to tell my doctor, this diet, man, it's just not working. Yeah, I'm losing a few pounds. I want my coffee. I want my coffee. I want my chocolate. Man, it's just too restrictive. Gotta have my caffeine. But yes, ma'am, I thought you did. I really thought you did. Well, I was kind of surprised to get a follow from you again. But thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciated, ma'am. Told you, doctor took my license. You can't have everything. They aren't taking my coffee away. Well, I'm supposed to go see my doctor Monday afternoon just as a checkup to see how I'm doing after having a stent put in back in November. And he just wants to do an update, check blood pressure levels, make sure everything's fine, check my weight, check cholesterol, check this, check that. I'm going to feel like a library book. He's going to be checking me out so much. I told him he could check me out, but the only thing he's not doing is putting his finger someplace. He asked me why. I told him I think he enjoys that too much when I get a physical every year. Might have just been Twitch being twitchy Yeah, it could very well have been. Twitch has been having some weird issues lately. Twitch is having issues. Discord is having issues. I I think they're trying to do too much for their platform, and it's just pushing things a little too far. It's things that work fine, then all of a sudden just immediately break down for some reason. You definitely want to keep that appointment. Yeah, because we're definitely going to discuss the diet thing. We're definitely going to discuss the diet. I don't have cheat meals. I have cheat days. I've got to have cheat days. He didn't look too thrilled about that when I told him one time. Well, look, in December when I was having internet issues and I couldn't stream like I wanted to, and I really wanted to. I had a goal. I couldn't hit it. Nothing was going right because a cable company kept trying to send maintenance crews out here to fix my problem, and they were fixing something else. They weren't fixing my issue. When I was paying for 50 megabits per second download and getting 2.4 for 18 days. Told my wife, okay, I got to get off the diet. She's like, why? It's like, I've got to have something to eat because this stress is killing me. So I came off the diet, had beer, and the agreement was that I'll stay off of it until they fix it. And they fixed it, and I went back on the diet. Now I hate the diet. I want my coffee back. They have you on the heart and cholesterol diet. They've got me on something so restrictive. Rice cakes, boiled chicken, and salad. I can have lemonade to drink. I can have limited amount of orange juice. No red meat. No caffeine. No sugar. No this, no that. No. It's easier to list the stuff that I can eat than the stuff I can't. I love peanut butter. Can't have peanut butter. I have lost 6 pounds just this month alone. And as long as I'm careful, I should be allowed to eat some things that I want. I asked him about the keto diet, and he told me I had to be careful about it if I did, that he'd want to monitor me a little bit more closely. Probably because I had that stent put in, they want you to be careful for the first months after. Yeah, he wanted me on the diet for 4 months. And technically, this would have been the second month, but he's aware that I cheated pretty much the entire month of December. He says he don't think it was that bad, but he'd have preferred me not to have done something like that. Well, it's too late now. It happened. Because believe me, the first day off the diet, we had pizza. I wanted pizza. And my wife, she had no problem about eating food in front of me. I want you to know one day I was having a salad. She went and she went and got a greasy Sonic burger, chili cheese fries, and ate them in front of me. I was sitting there drooling, looking at her, going, "You've got to be kidding." And she's just sitting there laughing. Um, Many years ago, I had to have a colonoscopy, and I couldn't eat for 24 hours in advance. She ate a pizza in front of me, and she was kind of laughing, going, "Oops, I forgot." She ordered two pizzas and was eating one in front of me. It's like that just wasn't right. So that was the cruelest thing I think she had ever done to me. But she had some choice words for her. Oh, that day with the pizza? Oh yeah. I was not I wasn't happy. I wasn't nice. The only thing she could say was, "Well, it'll be nice and cold for you for when you have it done tomorrow, for when you come home and you can eat." That wasn't the point. I wanted it then. Yeah, kind of like the day I had knee surgery. The day after I had knee surgery, I wanted something from Dairy Queen. She told me if I wanted it, go get it myself. Yeah, I had surgery on my right knee. She wanted me to go drive. Hey, Silver. Good afternoon, Mod Chat. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great today, Silver. How are you doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in a good friend to the stream, Mr. Silver Architect 78. If you don't know who he is, please click that link, go over, give him a follow, leave his notification bell alone. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. How's everything treating you, Silver? How's life going your way? How's your girlfriend doing? Sorry, how's your family doing? Forgot. Got a young son. For a moment, I wasn't sure I was actually going to complete that one. If Miss M does that to me, I'll tell her, don't tip me, I'll do it. Believe me, if I thought I could have driven the vehicle, I would have, but I couldn't bend my right leg because it was still wrapped up, and my left foot couldn't reach around my right foot to hit the gas pedal. I thought about it. I thought about it. After about an hour, she finally felt sorry and she went and she got me what I wanted. But that was an hour of me begging for it. Yeah, she's stressed out. Son and daughter are both doing okay. I'm sorry to hear she's stressed out, but I'm glad to hear your kids are doing fine. All right, we got one more planet here. I know we skipped the moons, but we are going to go see this world, get some fuel from the sun, and go explore elsewhere. Yes, sir. I'm sorry to hear she's stressed out. I'm sorry. I hope that Maybe we won't go explore this world. 525,000 light seconds? No. We are absolutely not. She's frontline mental health nurse and on duty dealing with emergency cases, and it's hectic. That will do it. That will definitely do it. And I'm sure she's having to deal with a lot of people who are starting to have breakdowns because of the lockdowns due to COVID. But she is a strong willed young lady and she'll push through it. She's just got to find something for a release. And that's got to be a tough job right now. That really has got to be a tough job. I've had practice doing that. My right leg. I had Grand Prix my left leg for a couple days before I took the immobilizer off to go to work. I mean, I just had surgery the night before. I mean, the day before. There was no bending it. There was no nothing. I was getting fussed at by hobbling around the house, by holding on to things and not using crutches. I got off the couch to go to the bathroom, was hobbling down the hallway where I could keep my hands on both walls, and she was fussing at me about that. And mind you, there was nothing in the hallway for me to trip over. I was supposed to take mine off, but didn't have a choice. I needed to work. When I took mine off a week before I was supposed to because the itching got so bad on my lower leg that there was no way to reach it. By the way, they had my knee bent, so we had to take it off. She asked me and her kids and my kids to chill out. She loves doing to relax. Okay, as long as she's got some way to blow off steam, because if not, she'll crack under the strain, man. She'll crack. You know, even the most strong-willed people eventually under pressure just we just crack. Starting to wonder for a moment if it was just going to fly me into the sun or if it was going to orbit. Okay. No, 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 no. Got to be careful here how I want to do this. I know I'm going to come in a little too close and scorch myself a little bit. It definitely would have been funny to see you fly to the sun. Might have been. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I want that little kind of orbital line right there so I could keep it a certain range. All right, now let's determine where we're going to go. Well, slow down right here for a moment. She blows off steam. Get the after work video call. That is perfect. That is perfect. And that gives her something to vent about. Vent to. I remember when I was working from out of town, my ex-wife, she was like that. She was a home health nurse, and she'd always have to deal with all the problem patients. I'd always call her when we got back to the hotel room just so she could vent and I could vent. We could vent back and forth to each other, and it was actually quite funny. The guys who were in the hotel room with me, man, they were just laughing at some of the stuff she used to tell. It's like, well, I mean, we have our own issues. I may not get a full jump. Oh, son of a... Imfried, I knew that was you. Mother. Not saying it. Not saying it. Not saying it. Damn, dude. Imfried, thank you for the 150 bits, sir. I think you're trying to make me pee myself. But thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Wow. Been doing it since her first lockdown. It still makes her smile now. Well, good. As long as it makes her smile. That's probably about the first time she smiles all day. Imfried, seriously, man, that's perfect timing. That is good timing. That is damn good timing. Just glad you don't do it while I'm taking a drink of something, because believe me, I can't replace a lot of this stuff if it becomes damaged. Well, for a change, I vented a problem I heard the other day about my doctor's prescribed medication without even telling me what they're for or how long to take them for. Yeah, I've had doctors do that to me before too. You know, I call them up, I ask about something, they go, I got something that'll help you out. And it's like, okay, what is it? They just give me the name and they call it in, and I don't even know, you know, how I'm supposed to take it, how many pills per day, and all this other stuff. And I go up there and the pharmacist is telling me all this. Why didn't my doctor tell me this? Yeah. The blood pressure medicine I'm on, they didn't tell me don't take both pills at once. They said that these two things are very strong and that I am supposed to take one in the morning and one in the evening. I would love to do that. Can't afford to replace it either. I'll leave that to... Well, this microphone right here, this was actually his. He sent it to me. This is the one I caused him to spit Monster drink on. Mm-hmm. He had taken a sip of it. I said something to him one day and he spit all over it. And he upgraded his mic and he sent this one for me to use. And after I got it here and started using it, that's when he told me what it was. That's the one he had done that to. Yeah. Yeah, it does sound like him. I was telling him, well, if that's the case, you know, Should start aiming to, make him do that to some of his monitors so he could send me the monitors too. And he's like, no, no, gotta try. I gotta try. All right. We're ready to jump to our next system. So let's see if we're ready. Engage warp. And for the most part, voice attack has been quiet this whole time. And probably record. Yeah, they've been recording everything I've been saying too, or at least most of it. Yeah, it does. It sounds just like him. He told me one day to sniff it and see if it smells like Monster Energy drink. Like, what? And that's when he told me what it was. Yeah, one day he told me just sniff it and see if it smells like Monster Energy drink. That's when he confessed that this is that microphone. I actually had forgotten all about it. I mean, it's kind of hard to remember what I made him spit drink on when I've done it to him so often. The best one, though, was one morning when I made him shoot coffee out of his nose. That was before the stream, and he was still choking when he went live. If you want a visual ad to center the screen, you can activate it on pause menu. Really? I didn't know that. Thank you. All right, this is the system we wanted to come to. So let's see what's here. A little dot in the middle of the screen. 53 orbital bodies. Open system map. Holy cow. Wow. You use it for fuel scooping? See, my monitor's got some stuff like that built into it. They call it the center crosshairs, but I don't like them because they're so huge. They're actually distracting. You gonna be here for a while? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be here for a while. I'm definitely gonna be here for a while. Let's see. Trying to decide how I want to approach this so I can get the rings at the slimmest side. Lots of planets. Oh yeah, there are a crap ton of planets here. Some of them are very small, like this one is. Come on, ring, slim out, slim out. A little more. Bingo. This is a small dot. Hardly see it when normal flying, but good if you need to line up with something. All right, thanks, Silver. I'll take a look at it. Careful of the rings. It's under mouse settings. All right, thank you. After the stream, I'll take a look at it, put it up, see if I like it. All right, let's see if that should do it. That should. A little to the low side, but we got it. And those bigger ones, those things are going to be a problem. I can never get scanning efficiency on those big planets, especially the ones with the rings. Yeah, 2 for 2. My face is hiding the percentage. Yeah, it looks like I am in a bad spot. I think I would move my cam up there to the communications area, but it's kind of big and out of the way. I could raise it up a little bit more. Start to slow down now. Try to get that ring as slim as possible. Unless I'm looking at it wrong, and I think I am. Nope, 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 nope. I was right. I want to get the ring as slim as possible so it doesn't interfere with the probes. Bingo. There we go. There we go. You see him, Freed? You gave me the hiccups this morning. All those scares. You got to me, man. You got to me. Just sent you a picture of the setting to turn on. All right. Thank you, sir. Man, that's almost perfect. You can't even really tell that there's a ring around this world. And that's one thing I had always wanted to do. I always wanted to see Saturn with my own eyes, not through a telescope either. Always willing to help out a fellow commander. Thank you, Silver. I have always been fascinated by Saturn. There was just something about it, and I think it was the icy rings themselves. Close to center. Geological samples, huh? Huh. May have to come back here with the SRV. Do some exploring. See what other stuff I can find here on that world. And see the way this world looks in the holographic display, it looks like it's a gas giant. Just by the way the swirls are on it. Rings are a system, new name. It's definitely something. I've seen a lot of systems with rings, but never this many planets. Because this one definitely has quite a few. And all those systems that I went and explored the other day, sold the data for them. 13.8 million credits. This thing even has ringed moons. There we go. That's the perfect. Till I start dipping the wrong way. There we go. Make the rings disappear. Oh, 10 probes. This is going to be a big one. Let's wait and see real quick what the impact marks look like. Okay. I was a little bit higher than what I really wanted to aim for. It's what I wanted. Something about like that. Let's see. Check the back side. Okay. All right. That's going to be a test launch to check that one. That one's definitely going to be a test launch to check it. It's actually kind of close to where I wanted it to hit, too. Still shooting for our efficiency. This is probe 7 of 10. Ooh. Not too keen on that one. I want them just overlapping just a little bit. That one should actually finish. Excuse me. Yep, I did it. System map. Ah, so it isn't a moon. Trying to line up so I could go ahead and get some kind of rough idea on the rings. So I can get ready to start making my final adjustments. Stop, 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 stop. There we go. Yeah, we got a little bit of the ring in the way, but that's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. Watch the impact marks. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. All right, backside. That should tag the backside for what we need. Close to center. System map. As we get closer, we'll see the rings start making our movements, our adjustments to get them narrowly thin. My puppy discovered how to turn on the heating pad and just got mad at me for unplugging it. You know, when we first got our first two puppies back in 2007, Scooter ended up somehow eating a plugged in electric blanket that was turned on. Somehow he ate through the cord without electrocuting himself. We weren't even aware of the fact that he could reach the cord because we had taken it and run the cord to where he shouldn't have been able to get to it, but he was able to. And somehow he ate through it without killing himself. Now, whether he got a shock from it, we don't know because we never heard him cry out, but he ate through the cord. Because we walked in there one night, we went to go get in bed, and it's like, electric blanket's not working. We started pulling out the cord and started realizing that it was still plugged in. The wires weren't touching from either side, either pole, so it wasn't shorted out. And also, it hadn't started the carpeting on fire. But yeah, he ate through the whole damn thing. Yeah, we were shocked. We didn't know how the hell he did it. Whoops, definitely the wrong way. Okay. So we're going to have to go up quite a bit. Yeah, we were just looking at him amazed that he had done it. We couldn't believe it. And Sadie, every time he used to do something in the other room, she used to come tell on him. Oh, yeah. If he was tearing the bed up, she would come in there and she would look at us to get our attention, and she'd turn around and she'd look down the hallway. This is when we lived in a mobile home. Yeah, he'd be so quiet, we wouldn't know what he was doing. She'd come running down the hallway. She'd slap her paw on the floor to get our attention, and she'd look at us and she'd go, to let us know we had needed to go up in there because Scooter was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. Oh, yeah, she was a little tattletale. But he used to aggravate her so much that she used to take him by the neck and beat his head on the floor. In the kitchen area, not on the carpeting. With a husky lab mix, you wouldn't think she would get too cold to need it. Yeah, well, hey, it made her comfortable. It made her comfortable. Yeah, Scooter used to get in trouble for everything, and he couldn't figure out how he was getting caught. Sadie was rattling on him. She was ratting on him. Everything. Now we know that she was involved a little bit, but she always tried to play innocent. She always played real cool. She was always good about it. Like we used to have pouches of dog food disappearing off the kitchen cabinet. We couldn't find out. All of a sudden, one day, Sadie had jumped up. She knocked something over to get our attention, and Scooter was standing up on the kitchen counter eating one of the pouches of food. He had taken it and somehow got it open without us hearing it. My old dog Roscoe, excuse me, my old, wow. My old dog, boy, I'm really choked up today. Okay. Well, we definitely got that cleared up now, at least for a moment. Sorry. Yeah, my old dog Roscoe. My wife made cinnamon rolls one day. She made homemade cinnamon rolls. And she had them wrapped up on the kitchen counter, wrapped in foil. She had him pushed back to the far side where he couldn't get to him. Now, he was part lab, part Dalmatian. He somehow was able to get up on the counter and get the cinnamon rolls and eat them. And we're talking 8 of them. He ate them all. And we walked in there while he had the last one, and he hurried up, grabbed it, stuffed it in his mouth, and swallowed the thing whole. The thing must have been that big around, and he swallowed it whole just to keep us from taking it from him. And we're just sitting there looking at him going, how the hell did he not choke? There was one day that we were fixing chicken breasts and we were thawing them out. Somehow he got on top of the microwave where we put them to where he couldn't reach them and got one down off the plate. Frozen one. And I was sitting in the living room and I heard him chewing on something, but he always had rawhide bones, so I didn't think anything of it. And all of a sudden I turn around and look at him, and he's got the frozen chicken breast just gnawing on it, going to town, having a hi-ho time, raw chicken breast. I'm just sitting there going, how the hell? Because I don't know how he got it off the counter. Because he shouldn't have been able to reach that, but somehow he did. And he didn't pull the plate over. There were 2 big chicken breasts on it. He took one and left the other. It's like, wow, dog. This is a dog when I lived in Louisiana that he had a fan on his outdoor pen because it always got so hot. So it would help to keep him cool. Well, whenever we had brownouts, he'd start barking, so we'd look out the door at him. He'd be looking at us and looking at his fan like, make it go. He was telling us his fan wasn't working. It's like, yeah, we know the fan's not working. We know. Our air conditioner's out, your fan's not out. And he'd continue to stand there and bark and fuss at us. So my grandmother lived with me for a while so I could take care of her after my grandpa died. And I told her that if he got too hot during the day, because there really was no wind sometimes in the city, to go outside and shoot him with the hose. Just don't spray him in the face because he didn't like that. So I came home from work one day and he's hopped up on his pen like he always does, and I'm loving on him. But as I'm walking up there to him, he is barking and carrying on something like he never had done before. And he was telling me something. And my grandma stepped out the back door and she's like, just tell him. Just go ahead and tell him. And he kept looking at her and barking at her, and he turned back to me like he was still telling me something. It's like, what the hell did you do to him? Apparently, she took the hose during the day and sprayed him, like I said, which what he was okay with. But then she decided to spray him in the face because she thought he needed to be cooled down. Because when he had enough, he ran in his doghouse to get away from her. She started spraying water in his doghouse, and that included in his face. So he was telling me about it. He had to tell me about it. He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy at all. Kind of like the day I took him and got him fixed to show his retaliation. 2 days after I got him fixed, he decided to pick up his leg to pee for the first time. I was proud of him, except for one problem. He was peeing on my leg. I was like, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna happen. Standing out there along a major highway while I'm talking to my grandmother, and he hiked his leg up and started peeing on me. And I was wearing shorts. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just standing there looking at him going, Roscoe, do you have a problem? Is there any particular reason why you're doing this? Because at this point, what does it matter? I mean, he's already done it. I'm already wet. It's already in my shoes. Those shoes went in the garbage, by the way. They were also brand new. I think that was about the third time I'd worn them. He just looked at me innocent and trotted off like, ha ha ha, you did this to me. Look what I did to you. Like, crazy dog. Crazy dog. So that night he wanted snacks, and I wasn't going to give him any treats because he didn't deserve it after that. System map. But my grandmother snuck outside and she ended up giving him something. It's like, but he don't deserve it. But yeah, he does. I thought it was cute what he did. I thought it was perfect. It was the ultimate retaliation. Yeah, I love that old boy. He was a good dog. He was very good. I miss him. I still miss him. He was the first dog I could ever actually say was mine. Growing up, my parents always said that the dogs were mine, but they never were. Because they'd always give them away and would never let me say goodbye to them because they'd always do it while I was in school. Didn't you know grandmas trump everyone? They even get to spoil the fur babies. Yeah, well, she definitely did. She did. She taught him how to count to 3. Yeah, she taught him how to count to 3. He got treats in 3s. If you did not give him 3 treats, he wouldn't eat them until you gave him the 3rd one. You throw him the first one, he'd take it, he'd put it down. You throw him the second one, he'd take it and put it down. If you didn't throw him a 3rd one, he'd look at the other 2 and look back at you because he was waiting for the 3rd one. She taught him how to count to 3. Yeah. She was good about that. Yeah, I mean it was perfect. I gave him 2 treats one day and he kept looking at me. I'm looking at her going, what is he waiting on? Why is he not eating them? She's like, he knows how to count to 3. And I'm looking at her going, do what? She's like, yeah, I taught him to count to 3. I always give him treats in 3s. Well, so I look down at him and I give him a 3rd piece and he ate it and then he ate the other 2. If you gave him 4, you kind of confused him a little bit. Mine now has a love of animal crackers thanks to my mother. Yeah, he it was I mean, it was really bad. It's like, really. But yeah, she taught him to count to threes. Everything had to be in threes. Ice cubes in the summertime had to be in groups of threes. She taught him the McDonald's ice cream. Yeah, she taught him what that was. What? Really? She's like, well, yeah, it's kind of like yogurt. It's good for him. It's like, you bought him McDonald's ice cream. She's like, yeah. Okay. So every Saturday, he would wait for his McDonald's ice cream. Every Sunday morning, he'd get a McDonald's biscuit sausage. Don't ask. If it was homemade, he wouldn't eat it. It had to be McDonald's. He was picky. He was very picky. System map. Girl Scout shortbread cookies. She got him used to those. And he got mad when we ran out of cookies and we had to go find shortbread cookies to get him because she did it. She got him hooked on them. My now loves going camping with grandma. I took Roscoe camping one time with me. And my buddy had a hunting lease, and we actually went out there and was camping on the lease. Just wanted to get away in southern Mississippi for a while, for a weekend, and we took him up there. And I didn't sleep in their little trailer that they had. I pitched a tent, and Roscoe wanted to go into the trailer. It's like, no. So he laid out there by the tent, by the campfire the whole time, and he wouldn't leave the campfire. He wouldn't. The only time that he left to go chase something, of all the animals to chase, not rabbits, not squirrels, not birds, a skunk. Saturday morning, he chased a skunk. Saturday afternoon, we were back in Baton Rouge, me bathing him to try to get the smell off of him. Yeah. Of all the animals, he chased a skunk and got sprayed. And what's the first thing he did after he got sprayed? He ran back and he jumped on me. And he wiped it all over me. I mean, I'm just sitting there going, okay, I'm trying to keep from getting sick. And this is what I'm having to deal with. And, you know, cell phones had just become a personal item. So I called my grandmother up and told her she needed to go to the store and she needed to get tomato juice. And she's like, why? I told her, just get a lot of it. She's like, why? It's like, because Roscoe got sprayed by a skunk and he wiped it on me. Just do it. And she's like, how bad is it? It's like, it's going to be all inside of my truck too. Just do it. So we got home, bathed him outside. I went in the house and my grandmother was like, you're not coming in here with this. It's like, it's my mobile home. I can come in if I want to. I had to take my clothes off outside, and we lived on a major highway, so I pretty much mooned everybody. Made it in the house, got in the shower, was soaking in the tub, all this stuff. And it's like, man, the smell is just not coming off. Because I had it all in my nose and everything. And she's laughing. Roscoe's now outside mad because I gave him a bath and something he didn't like. System map. And my mother, who lived across the street, she came over and she's like, why is my dog outside howling and crying? So my grandmother had to explain to her what was going on. My truck was outside. I had the doors open, I had the windows down, I had the back popped open, and we lived in a bad part of town. That night, I left the doors open to go to sleep. I mean, I couldn't close them. My clothes, I threw them away. I wasn't going to deal with them. But yeah, of all the animals I figured he would chase, the skunk was not it. But he did. And the whole way home, he's riding in the passenger seat. He's got his head hanging out. He's breathing fresh air. I've got all the windows down, and I'm gagging. You know, we have to drive almost 70, 80 miles back home, and I'm having issues, fussing at him, telling him if I had to smell it, he had to get his head back in the truck so he smelled it too. Yeah, so Saturday night, I ended up calling my buddy up and told him, thank you, but we're not at the lease now. He's like, why? What happened? And I told him, and all he could do was laugh. That's all he could do was laugh. Poor dog. Poor dog? Really? Poor dog almost killed me. I have to admit, it was kind of funny, but at the time, it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Yeah, yeah. You know, I took him camping one other time after that, and he would not chase anything. He stayed by the camp. He remembered. He remembered. And after we moved up here to Kansas, we had a skunk under the trailer one day, and apparently Roscoe remembered the smell because he went running through the house howling. I think he just wanted to get away from the smell. It was it was really bad. System map. But yeah, he this dog was a trip. He was a trip. Like I said, he's the first dog I could ever actually say was mine. And he became diabetic, and we ended up having to give him shots twice a day, and he didn't like the shots. He really didn't like them. But he knew he had to have them. So he was allowed to bulk a little bit. And we had to check his blood occasionally when he started acting a little funny. And that was kind of strange because we kept one spot on his tail shaved to where we could get a little blood drop so we could check him with the meter like everybody else uses. And when his blood sugar was low, you know, couldn't give him chocolate, so we'd give him a little taste of Coca-Cola. Okay. He didn't like Coke. He liked Dr. Pepper. We had to give him Dr. Pepper. just for the sugar to boost his sugar level back up. But yeah, he wouldn't drink Coke. He'd drink Dr. Pepper. So we had to have Dr. Peppers in the house just for him. And it was oh, he was fussy. He was fussy. I remember the first time we had to try to give him a Coke, he wouldn't drink it. He wouldn't drink it. But boy, I poured that Dr. Pepper in a bowl. He went to town on it. It's like, okay, well, that's what we need. System map. The planets are starting to get a little bit bigger and bigger now. All right. Okay, so here we go. And there was one day I promised him a McDonald's cheeseburger. And this dog, if you promised him something like that, he remembered. And if you came home without it, he'd fuss. He would fuss. So the McDonald's near us was remodeling, so they were closed. So I went to Taco Bell and got him something. Got him a little soft taco. And he loved it. He loved it. I opened it up. He ate the lettuce and the cheese first, then he ate the meat, and I would hold the shell for him to slowly start pulling it apart. But oh yeah, he loved that. That was good. That was a special treat for him. But if you ever promised him something and you didn't bring it home, ooh, he would not quit barking until you went and got it. Looks like I'm coming in on the top of it. So gotta fly off to the side just a little bit, come up underneath it. Hopefully that will be enough. Nope. Looks like I hosed that one up. Okay. We're going to reapproach this one from a different angle. Oh, man, I'm still off. I am still off. I am hosing this one. Yeah, I am still hosing this one. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Let's go just a little bit thinner. There we go. appear to be thickening up just a little bit, so we're going to make some little fine coarse adjustments here. "16 probes." Horizon line. Right. I try to cover as much ground as possible. A little bit more. I should probably be just off center. Nope, we're going to go back to center. While that one's launching, we'll come up over here to this side. Ooh, now we got to try to do this on the same on the back side. Off center just a little bit. I need to wait and check and see how far in that one goes. Ooh, that was a pole shot. We need to go a little bit further past the pole. Because too much of the pole area is encompassed by the scan we got on the front side. And that was a little better, but not by much. That was better, but it still needs to go farther. Those two should hit where we want. That one was perfect. All right. So that should be our range right there. 14. 15. Okay, that will be probe 15 of 16. I only need 4%. And that one landed dead in it. I'm always bad about scanning the big planets like this. Always bad. Always miss the efficiency. System map. System map. We don't have any repair modules, so we got to be careful about flying by the rings. Right. Planet 6, Moon Alpha. Every time I say that, I think of Moonbase Alpha from Space 1999. Whoops, 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 whoops. Yeah, I hosed that one. I hosed that one. That one was definitely a bad one. Yeah, that second launch should have been a little bit further out, but system map. We're going to catch this little bad boy here. This one looks like a tiny little rocky body. Probably similar to what they're calling Pluto now. It's a rocky body. It's not really a planet. I remember when they did that several years ago. Let me scan it. There we go. There we go. %, done. System map. Okay. Well, I said system map, not take a nap, but all right. All right. I'm going to have to duck down to go under the rings. What is... Are these two bodies orbiting each other? These two bodies orbit each other, as well as the big planet. Hey, that's pretty cool. Probably have things like that in our solar system we didn't know about. That is a good concept, though. Very interesting. Oh, well. We did pretty good on some of the bigger planets, so not getting... Hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to launch that probe. System map. "27 geological detections on that world." All right. Pretty cool. I can scan this one without having to move. All right. That's what I thought it said. 25 geological samples there. Hey, Sarkoth, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in a great friend to the stream, Sarkoth. great friend of mine. If you don't know who he is, please click that link, go over, give him a follow. Leave his notification bell alone. Make sure you tell him Astro sent you over. You waking up? Hey, good to see you, sir. How have you been doing? How are you and the family? Hope everybody's doing well. System map. Yeah, we've been playing this now for about a month, slowly getting used to it. Believe me, slowly getting used to it. And there is so much to it. Been working on our trade runs, cargo hauling, and exploration ranks. Had it for a while, never played it, but finally one day decided to try it. So let's see how it turned out, and it went great. Good house hunting. Ooh. Not wife of service about moving, so not sure it will happen. We'll see. I'm up 30 minutes earlier than normal, so I on. Hey, well, thank you for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. And good luck house hunting. Your wife will find something that she's gonna like. Got some hours in ED. Already pre-ordered Odyssey. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm waiting patiently. I like the way it looks. I do like the way it looks. Took a 30,000 light year trip in this. It's out there a long time. Haven't gone that far out yet. Haven't gone out that far. I think the furthest I've gone out so far has been 400,000 light years. No, yeah, four. No, not 400,000, 4,000. I'm thinking 400. Did it off stream because I was prepared to die somewhere along the way. Oh, exploration's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. But I like the cargo running too. Trading's pretty interesting until you do like I did one day and forgot to check the market prices and realize that they changed in your target system and you actually lost money. At least it wasn't bad. I only lost 60,000 credits, but still. Didn't want to lose. System map. This is the last world we're going to hit today. I was about worried about dying while I took my trip to. One really bad jump. Two. Mine ended at a neutron star. Got a little too close and couldn't get away from it. At least I can say one thing. I died super fast. Oops. Yeah, I died really quick. That was very painful. I fried before I died. I barely escaped overheating, but thankfully 3 repair modules on my ship. See, I forgot repair modules, but it wouldn't have mattered. I was too close and couldn't get away from it. And didn't equip heat sinks, so Die by Neutron Star Wars. Yeah, it's here she is, a pretty white ball. Lob this one close to the opposite side. Oh yeah. Man, this is a fun game. I'm enjoying it. I bought it when it first came out and had never tried it. I never did. I played it for a few minutes and put it to the side, and now I'm really regretting it. All right, let's see what's left here. System map. System map. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Nine planets. Wow. Bunch of moons. Oh, I think that's where we're going to end up calling it for today. Yeah, so much to do in this game. Enjoy nearly all parts of it. Haven't gotten that much into combat yet. Haven't yet. Just been experimenting with it a little bit. But got to work on the finesse with my controls for that part. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in this morning. Oh, yeah, combat is very intense. Thank y'all for coming in this morning. I do appreciate it. Let's find somebody we're going to raid this morning. And I know just the perfect guy. We went to him the other day. He's just starting out also. We surprised him with one of his first raids. So let's hit him up again this morning. I will be back Monday morning, 5 a.m. Central Time. And thank you all for coming in. Thank you for all the bits, the follows, the chat, the laughs. Hope y'all had a great time. You too, Sarkoth. You take it easy, sir. And until Monday morning, y'all be safe. Take care. Have yourselves a great weekend. Thank you.